Hello. All right. Okay. Welcome to my what ifs. Hear all the squeaking? That's my chair. So yeah, just letting you guys know that. All right. I watched Naruto, and that's basically all. I didn't read it because I didn't think that you should read Naruto because the anime put together the whole thing. So yeah. And also, I watched the English dub, and I don't really care. That's me. Alright, uh, with this anime, or with this, what if, it's basically if I was in the, the manga, if I was in, Naruto, what if I was in Naruto? Alright, I wrote a couple of, names, prevalent names that I know of, and the time period it's right after the fourth Shinobi War, World War, whatever, Shinobi War fourth, yeah, and it's basically the path is basically in that little 15-20 years thing between between uh, Naruto becoming the Seventh Hokage and boruto beginning or whatever, that 15-20 year gap thing, and hope you guys like it. Or it's basically starts with two, let's say 2 years. That would be when Naruto was 14. Let's say that. Alright, Naruto was out. Okay, I know exactly where Naruto was. Naruto was out training with Jiraiya, and that is when my character was born. And my character was named Sachi. And I don't really care if that was or somewhat a girl's name, because it doesn't fucking matter with me. So let's just, there we go. Sachi Uzumaki. All because the woman's name that gave birth to me was Uzumaki, and the father's name was a Uchiha. Surname was a Uchiha. Reason why I have that happen is because a descendant of a Madara follower that was going with Madara, but discovered that Madara was going down a very, very dark path. He was given the ability to leave, because that's what Madara is basically. He is someone that goes on alone, don't care who walks away from him, and basically, yeah, he offers that as a solution for descendant, for the ancestor of my character. All right, there we go. And then it is he has the Makyu Sharingan, and he doesn't know how to use it. He never actually activated it. And they live outside of the Leaf Village. They never really the Uchiha that is the father of my character, never really returned to Konoha, but they are somewhat near Konoha, on the edge of the land of fire. They are stationed there, and they have not left for about 3 generations, I think, maybe. Yeah. 3 or 2 generations, that it. And you guys can tell that this is unscripted. And I like doing things unscripted. When you have it all scripted, you're able to put as much detail in it. But if you don't have it scripted, then it doesn't make any type of sense, because if you don't have it scripted, you have less chance to think out something than you could ever do with a script. And also, I procrastinate a lot, so this is a solution I have. Alright, so his name is Sachi Uzumaki. He was born in the land of fire, about 15 miles away from Konoha. 2 years later, after the death of his mother, his father gave him up for adoption. His father gave him up for adoption at the age of 2. He brought his son, his 2-year-old son. His name is Nako Uchiha, the father of Sachi Uzumaki, and he brought his son to Konoha and said in the forest, "Their son, go over there, run over there, and ask for a place to stay. Ask for something that I can't. Food, water, shelter. Tell them your name. Tell them everything besides me and your mother. I packed all the sealing jutsus that your mother wrote down for you to understand your Uzumaki heritage, their sealing jutsus, and their history in your bag. And I want to make sure that you know that I love you, and this is the only way that I could keep my promise to your mother, to keep you safe, keep you hidden, because that bad man will come for you no matter what, because I never paid him back. From here on out, I'm gonna do something that I don't like. But I just want you to know that I always, and most importantly, love you at the deepest part of my heart. I always loved you. Now go. Here's your bag and go now." Little Sachi at 2 years old with his backpack on. He ran to the gate guards and say, "Hungry, hungry. I hungry." Fall. And he just collapsed because of malnourishment and dehydration. He was so close to dying, but Tsunade, the Hokage, was walking around and saw the child fall with the gate guards there. The Hokage ordered the gate guards to bring that boy to him. To her. And Tsunade jetted off to the hospital and made sure that he's alright. But on the way to the hospital, she looked on the back of his shirt, and it showed the Uzumaki symbol. And she said in her mind, Uzumaki. But he has black hair. Maybe a half Uzumaki. I better make sure that he stays in the village. He goes into a little bit of a coma for about 2 weeks. Then Sachi opened his eyes. The Hokage is there, trying to do everything that she could to make sure that the eyes just kept on open. And make sure that he is alive and well. And when the Hokage Tsunade looked at the eyes of the child filled with loss and unknowing, she went down on her knees and just looked in his eyes and said, "Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be alright. Here is the village in the leaves. This is Konoha. I'm the leader, the Hokage. And I would love it if you wouldn't stay here. Because this village would be amazing to be your home." After all that, he just said 2 words. Sachi Uzumaki. Then went back to sleep. When he woke up, it was a day later. Naruto came back into the village, and Tsunade is back in the Hokage's office because she couldn't just stay in the hospital and kept a look on the little one. So she assigned a nurse to him. He, with his rambunctious little mind and body, he got out of his bed and just fell to his face because of the weakness in his legs, and cannot get up because of the weakness of his arms, and trying to understand what is going on with the new scenery that he lays with his eyes on. No one can understand it, but no one can explain it to him. He has to see it for himself. The nurse that was assigned to him walked into the room and said, I hope you are good. I heard the ring of you being up. Is everything going all? At that moment, she looked at him and see that he can't get back up, unknowing that he is trying to do everything to his power to get back up, but it was nothing. No, not a thing happened. His muscles buckled, his knees are weak, and nothing is happening. So the nurse said, "A little one, it's not time for you to get up. Let me pick you up and get you back into your bed." And that is exactly what she did. She got the little one back up into the bed, into the hospital, and unknowingly, the boy felt so much heat in his heart. It was feeling like it was love and careness that he was given. Everything in his mind was completely unknowingly flipped upside down. The last couple of memories he saw was his father, the two guards at the gates, and the Hokage, Tsunade. And he go on and said, "Food. I want some food, please. I want some food. I'm hungry. And I'm thirsty. I want some food." The nurse answered with a kind and gentle tone to her voice and said, "You are hungry and thirsty? I'll get some food for you, and I'll get some water as well. I'll do whatever I can to make sure that you get back up on your feet. And if you want, I could let you stay with me. I could adopt you." And then Sachi just said, "I just want some food, please. I just want some food." The nurse gets him some food and some water. And the little one just scarfs it all down. As he scarfs it all down, the nurse says, "Stop, look at me." She grabs the chin, pulled the chin to the right so she can look at the left side of his face, then pulled the chin to the left so she can look at the right side of his face, and said, "I think you look like a handsome young man, even though you are just a boy." Letting go of the chin, allowing Sachi's face to go back into neutral position, and the nurse said, "What's your name, little one? What's your name?" The little one answered with food in his mouth, "Sachi Uzumaki! That's Uzumaki!" The nurse replied and said, "Without food in your mouth, can you please tell me?" He swallowed the food and said, "Alright, Sachi Uzumaki, that's my name. Sachi Uzumaki." A little shock in the eyes of the nurse when she heard the name Uzumaki, but she went on and said, "There is a boy named that had the last name Uzumaki. He's starting to make a name for himself. But do you want me to become your guardian? Have you live with me and you can stay around until your family comes back, alright? And get you, okay?" Sachi says, "Okay, if that's fine with the village or something like that, I don't know." He go on and said, "I want to know who helped me. And with the most fastest thing that the nurse could even have think of, she said, I'll get you to her, or get her to you. Alright?" "Okay." The nurse blasted through the door, go out of the hospital, went to the Hokage mansion right after the right after the Naruto and reunion conference between Naruto, Sakura, Tsunade, Shizune, and Kakashi. He went on. She ran in and said, "I'm sorry, my lady, but the child woke up, and I wonder if it would be possible if I become his guardian." Tsunade gets up and said, "Shizune, cover the Hokage for a little bit. I need to take a look at the child." Shizune said, "What? What do you mean? But you're supposed to be here for the remainder of the week." Tsunade says, "Quiet, I need to make sure that he's alright." Then they just left. On the way back to the hospital, the nurse says, "So, what do you think about me being the child's guardian?" The Hokage says, "I think it would be a great idea until his parents come back." Hoping that happened, but who knows. He's a citizen of the Leaf Village at this moment of time. Alright? Tsunade opens the door to Tsunade opens the door to Sachi's room in the hospital. She goes in and asks, "What's your name and how did you got here, little boy?" Sachi says, "My name is Sachi Uzumaki, and my mom is Uzumaki, and my dad is Uchiha. But to keep my safety, my dad said to keep my name as a Uzumaki, to keep no one expecting that I am his son." In the mind of Tsunade, she goes and say, "So this kid is a Uchiha and a Uzumaki. That's a special combination if I ever thought of one. He could be a brilliant shinobi or a terrifying foe. We should keep him and make sure that we should keep a good watch on him. And if Naruto can bring back Sasuke Uchiha, he could train him how to use his Sharingan when he gets his Sharingan. how would that work? But she ends the little conference in her mind and said, this nurse name is Numia. Numia Shike. And she'll be your new guardian. You'll live with her until your family comes to get you. Alright? And Sachi says, okay. I'll do whatever I can to make sure that I don't mess up this life that you've given me. Are you the Hokage? Or he would say, are you the Kage of this village? And Tsunade answered, yes. Yes, I am. I am the Hokage. Tsunade blah. Tsunade. Yeah. That is where we're going to end off. Hoping you guys enjoyed that. Next part will be a little bit better, and I hope you guys enjoyed the whole thing with the video game that I played a little bit. Hoping you guys enjoyed it, and a nice send-off. You can watch the next couple of minutes of the actual thing, of the actual video game thing that you want. But here is the end. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.